Okay.
I feel like I haven't got that much this week. Sure.
Right, should we do it?
Yeah, let's go.
Hello, and welcome to the Jam About
Down.
podcast with Jamie Wilkinson
Yeah.
and James Gillingham.
Yay!
The Wilkie son,
Hello,
Jam and Jam, we're here.
the two
We're
Jam.
back again. Hello. How you doing, Jamie?
Oh, I'm great. I couldn't be better. Yeah, that's it.
That's it, yeah. Any news?
Any news over here? Well, what can I say? Constant hair problems, as you know. Every week I'm saying it. I shaved the other day and I looked about 8 years old, so that's great. I've started wearing a hat because of my 8-year-oldness, and it makes me look about 12, so that's good. And I'm really wanting to order like snack crates and beer crates. I keep getting loads of ads for them, like loads of sweets and crates, but you pay like 50 quid for a crate every month. But you can just get those sweets for like 50p up at the shop.
Well,
That's a bit stupid.
That's a good segue into this week's sponsor. So
It sure
this week's sponsor, this is sweetbeer.com, are sponsoring us this week. So thanks for Sweet Beer. They're making this
Sweet
podcast
Beer.
possible.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Our budget this week is £400,000. So they've been very, very generous. They're only a startup, but they spent all of their money on us. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you to sweetbeer.com. Head over to their website. If you can't find it, just keep searching.
Exactly. And Sweet Beer offer a lovely range of sweets that are flavoured like different beers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's it.
right. What about you, James? How have you been?
I was about to say I've become a nephew, but I've become an uncle in the week. My sister gave birth, so I'm an uncle 2 times over now.
Well,
so
congratulations to you and your sister.
Thank you very, very much. I'm the weird hippie uncle 2 times over now.
You are. You're vegan uncle.
There it is.
There it is. Ding, ding.
Fantastic. Well, would you like to let the audience know what's sort of going on this week?
Well, James. Gillingham. Today, we are doing the city of Dundee.
Oh, laddie, are we in Dundee?
We're going north of the wall today.
North
We're
of
going
the
to
wall.
Scotland. Yeah.
We are indeed. This is new territory for us. First time outside of England.
Oh my word! Aren't we cultured?
That's it. We're in Dundee, and if you hear us say, oh, that was really bad. If you hear us say laddie, well, that's the only thing we can say in Scottish. So
Scottish.
we're going to be trying this accent for quite some time throughout this podcast. I don't know if is the Dundee accent quite strong or.
I don't know. It's to the east, isn't it, Dundee?
It's to the right. To the right.
And I think it's stronger over there than it is in the west.
It's stronger over there than it is here, for sure. The Scottish accent.
Sure.
The Scottish accent's not that strong here.
Exactly. The Scottish accent down here is David Tennant in Doctor Who, isn't it?
That's it.
His English accent. I'd like to start, before we talk about Dundee, I want to go to Corrections Corner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got some.
One I've got from last week is from Caitlin's parents.
Yeah.
Actually, they corrected us, or me specifically, because I said that there was an oyster shop or something.
Oyster shop.
Oyster shop.
Oyster sort of fishery, isn't it? Is it a oyster?
Fishery.
What was it? What was it? Oyster bed? Oyster.
Well, they are the oyster pits.
Oyster pits. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was just a fishery with oysters. But apparently they're currently unused and have been for many years. And also there is a port.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Brightling
Apparently
Sea.
it's an important port. And also, I should have corrected you about the oysters because my stepdad his job was in Mersey, where you saw the oysters are actually in Mersey, which is a different part of sort of away from Brightlingsea, not far from Brightlingsea. But that was my stepdad's main part of his job, was to work with the make sure the oysters were safe to eat and all of that. So I don't know why I didn't correct you.
Oh, right. Yeah, so we missed a trick there. I mean, it's not as big as the Jesus one from a couple of weeks ago.
No, it's not as big as Jesus walking on water, but, you know.
Yeah.
And
still
also,
worth correcting.
It doesn't have 6 fish and chip shops, apparently.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't. It must have more than that. It must have loads more.
So I don't think it's got less, actually, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, wow. So almost everything Jamie said about Brightlingsea was wrong.
That's good. I did some good research then. Before we talk about Dundee again...
Oh, okay.
There's going to be a new section on the podcast. And I don't know where this section is going to go exactly. I think it might be quite nice to have it near the start, but we do talk a lot of rubbish at the start. And at the end. So we'll see what happens there. But this one is called Cut Short.
Cut Short.
Cut Short. And it's simply... anecdotes, true anecdotes, from us and other people that we know, or anyone that wants to send in their stories about times where they have pooed and weed in weird places and situations.
Much like Emily last week. Oh, did we find out about Emily?
That? Well, her
pooing in a field.
Yeah, did she poo in a field?
She says she didn't poo in a field, but who knows?
Yeah, but did Tanya chime in and let us know?
She didn't actually know.
Oh.
But hello, Tanya, by the way. So yeah, send in your stories if you know any.
Please
people,
do.
You know, that would be great. And I'd like to kick this week off. With a little surprise. James Gillingham.
Oh no!
Would you like to tell us your poo story?
Oh my god! I've actually got to tell someone that's not you about this. You see, he called me. We always call each other before this to make sure we're organised. And he said, "Don't worry about the new section. I've got it all covered." And then, oh no! Oh god! I mean, this is worse because I have to tell it. I don't think the people that were there. I'll have to get them to listen to this because I didn't tell anyone about this. But basically, I am sort of known for my flatulence around the globe. Oh man, I can't believe you're making me tell this. I'm known for my flatulence, and I really can fart. You know, I've got some toots going on, and also beer just like generally messes with me in many ways. I get very drunk very quick off it, and it messes with me all round. I was, I think I was 15 or 14. I'll have to confirm that. I'll maybe talk to some people that were there. But I was famous for my jump spinning farts back in the day.
Yes.
Well, not that famous. You probably ask my friends and they'd say what. But I like to think I was famous for my.
You bigged yourself up about it.
Yeah, I think I've over bigged that up. But I was to myself famous for my jumping spinning farts. I could do a 360 jumping spinning fart because I could, you know, quite consistently as well. And we were playing some beer pong at my friend Sam's house, and then I felt a bubble in the stomach. I was like, "This is my moment," and the room went quite silent, and I jumped and I went for it, and I did a huge jumping spinning 360 jump fart, and I put so much effort into it. I don't want to tell this publicly. Oh Christ! And then
I think you're there now, mate.
Yeah, and I think you can sort of guess what happened next. Really, it wasn't a fart. It was more of a 360 poo. And I was quite old. I was 15. So I basically just jumped in the air in a 360 and shat myself. It was only a little bit, but I didn't tell anyone this, so they won't know. But
What about the people at the was it a party? Did you say?
yeah, it was sort of a beer pong. I don't know. I can't remember what the event was, but we were just around
Right.
my friend's house, bit of a sleepover.
Did anyone at your friend's house know that happened?
No, but I probably smelt. I mean, I I moved over to the bathroom pretty quick, but it took me a little while because I was sort of in a state of shock of like, I have not just shit myself. And yeah, it took me a while, and then I was like, oh god, no, I have, and I don't want to. I was freaking out, like I was freaking out, and so I went to the toilet, and I was like, sure enough, shit myself a bit. And luckily I had another pair of boxers, but
So lucky. So
yeah.
lucky.
I mean, I didn't have a fresh pair for the morning, and yeah,
Wow.
we won't talk any more about that. But
Yeah, that's brilliant. Though. This is the kind of stuff I think we should have on the podcast.
so, but
These
if
kind of
you
things.
send yours in, people, you won't
Yeah.
have to read it out.
Exactly. It's
We'll
up
read
to
it
you.
out for you.
Yeah. If you want to be anonymous or not, it's actually quite funny if you're not anonymous. But if you want to be anonymous, that's fine. As James certainly won't be anonymous.
I'm going to see if I can find out more information about this, but they don't know I did it. But I've never told anyone but you, really, Jamie, that I did it. Now I've told the world.
The whole world knows, James. There goes your music career.
Oh Christ! So yeah, that happened. But if you've got any stories like that, we would love to hear. So
love
please
to
get in
hear.
touch. We do have an email if you want to email it over, jamabouttownpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Or what's our Instagram handle? It's jamabouttownpod. I think again.
Yeah. If you type Jam About Town in Instagram, we'll come up. We'll probably be the first one.
We will. We're on Facebook as well.
Facebook.
So
Bebo.
send us a message. We're on Bebo. We're on myface.com.
MSN.
MSN. Yeah, send us a little MSN.
Yeah.
And I'll
that'd
send
be
you a
great.
:P back.
Yeah.
Well, as you've put me on the spot, have you got any cut short stories?
I actually haven't.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever been that, but I've had moments where I've cut it a little bit too fine. But it's not quite as extravagant as that. But there's stories that I know about other people that I just need to make sure I have get their consent to talk about it on here before I do.
Yes.
And yeah, so we'll talk about some next week. Get some more out.
Fantastic. I like that section, Jamie. Thank you. I mean, yeah, I kind of like it and kind of don't.
Yeah, I think it'll grow on you. I think, James.
No, I do really like it. Just wasn't prepared for that, but that's good. I like that. Oh dear, it's in the world now, right?
It's in the world now.
Okay,
Right then.
I think I'm just going to hit you with some stuff about Dundee onto
Brilliant.
our town.
Let's
our,
go.
Our city, sorry. So,
Yeah.
we're in Scotland. Fourth largest city in Scotland. Yeah.
Yes, number 4.
I think it looks really nice from the pictures.
Yeah, it looks all right. Little
Correct
Dundee.
me if I'm wrong. Dundee,
Yeah.
Dundonians. What are you called? Dundonians?
Dundonians.
Dundonians? Let us
Dundonians?
know what you're
I can't
called.
remember.
Do you call each other that? Probably
You know,
not.
what? I actually saw this earlier.
Did you?
Yeah. I'm just finding out now. Yeah, Dundonian. Yeah.
Oh, I was really hoping for Dundee-Dinians.
Dundonians.
Dundee-Dinians. Oh, but anyway, yeah, it's the fourth largest city in Scotland, and they're known as
Dundonians.
Dundonians. And Jamie, I would like you to guess the population as of 2018.
2018. Ooh. I knew the population in 2016, but I don't know
Oh,
2018.
classic.
I'm going to go for 148,270.
Get out of town. No. You must have known. You must have known. What? It's 148,750.
Oh, that's so close.
Have you seen that somewhere or something? What?
Well, I told you that I knew the population in 2016.
Oh,
but
you
I
weren't
must have been
kidding.
close to that.
You weren't kidding. We chat so much rubbish, I
kidding.
just don't believe half the stuff you say.
No, on Wikipedia it has the population for 2016.
Oh, right. Well,
Yeah.
it is 148,750 pop.
That's a city, all right. That's a big place.
That is a big place. And it's
Yeah.
a unique feature of Dundee is that it has 2 professional football clubs
Indeed.
Are very uniquely named Dundee FC and Dundee United FC. How does
Yeah.
that not get confusing?
That's crazy, isn't it?
That is quite frankly crazy.
And their home grounds are only 100 metres apart from each other.
They are adjacent to each other, yes.
Yeah, really close. And
Really close. Bit
Was
like
it
Liverpool.
you? Yeah, Dundee United are first in the Scottish Championship, aren't they? But Dundee FC are third in the Scottish Championship.
I thought.
Mad.
I thought Dundee FC were in the Scottish Championship, but I thought Dundee United. I think they're currently in the Premiership.
Oh, I think they're both in the Championship.
Oh, are they?
I could be
thought
wrong.
I thought they got promoted last year. Well, we don't know. I mean,
Well, we're rubbish on this. We're rubbish at our research, so let us know.
How did we get different results? I
Don't know.
Terry, they're known as the Terrors, and Terry the Terror is the mascot.
Terry the Terror.
Yeah,
Sounds
he's just
really
sort of
cute.
like a little
What-
bear. I think he's a bear. I think that's what you'd call him.
Hmm.
But yeah. And so, okay, so Dundee is
we go.
500. Here we go. 513 miles from Brighton, here in Brighton,
That is a long way.
which is 9 hours 8 minutes from Brighton in a car. It is a 2-day cycle. I went for a bike ride today. I went for about that long as well. In 24 hours,
yeah,
I
you
cycled
did.
for 2 days.
You did.
It is 7 days walk, but if you are wanting to attend a Scottish versus British War reenactment for the Battle of Falkirk, but for some reason it was happening in Dundee, travelling from Brighton in full medieval army gear with an army of 3,000 men, just to get the full experience, I estimated that it would take 14 days, 2.5 hours. If you
My
then
word.
realise after arriving that you dropped your custom £3,000 period accurate shield in York, because you have to go through York to get up there,
Of course.
I estimated with a takeoff and landing times, it would take roughly 15 minutes to fly back to York in Concorde.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay.
without landing times and takeoff times, that would only take 6 minutes and 29 seconds to fly back to York to get your £3,000 period accurate shield
That's mad, isn't it?
ready for the Battle of Falkirk reenactment. So I had to do a bit of research into Scottish British wars for that one. So yeah. What did you think?
I thought that was great. I've been near Falkirk, actually.
Have you? Ooh.
Yeah, it's on the other side of Scotland, I believe.
That sounds so hard to say in a Scottish accent. Falkirk. Falkirk.
Yeah, laddie, would you like to come to Falkirk?
Oh, yeah, laddie, would you like to come to Falkirk? No, it's only an hour away in a car, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I must got it wrong then. I didn't actually. Did I go near Falkirk? I don't think I went near Falkirk. Made that up. I just went to Scotland.
Just completely
I
lied to you,
really
folks.
lied. But that's brilliant, though, James. That's fantastic.
Thank you. How about you? Have you got anything?
I've got a couple of things. They're Well, there's the Dundee Flumes. Big shout out to Anthony Barrett. Anthony Barrett is, I want to say, half Scottish. And he has been to Dundee a couple of times, and he loves the Flumes in Dundee. And
He
the
loves
Flumes
them.
go outside and inside, so it's one of those amazing things. I'll post a picture. It does look great. It looks like a right playground. What's so funny, James?
Oh, he was just telling us. We've been chatting to him. We chatted to him the last few nights, and he's been he's a friend of ours. He's been telling us about these flumes non-stop. But I just don't think it's that crazy of a thing, because in Colchester there's flumes that go outside.
Yeah, but I've sent you a picture of the Flumes right now.
Okay.
And they're pretty impressive as
Are they
Flumes
impressive?
go. Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh,
That's crazy.
Shout out, Dundee Leisure Centre. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
3 different colours. You've got your green, you've got your red flume, like your 2. Your crazy, your child's one.
Yeah.
They've got a blue, a red, and a green.
And a
flume.
yellow.
And have I missed the yellow? Whoa, that was
There's a
up
yellow
high.
as
I
well.
missed the yellow. Where does the yellow end?
I don't know. Not with the rest.
Not with the rest of them. Oh wow! Shout out Dundee Leisure Centre. Very
Yeah.
good.
How impressive is that? Well, what else do we have? The city is famous for their jute, jam, and journalism.
Oh.
Yeah. There you are.
I was thinking the other day that we should make a jam out of town jam. Jam out of town?
Jam out of town?
Oh my God, I can't even say my own podcast name.
That's when we go abroad.
Jam About Town should make their own jam. Should we start that?
Oh, for real, yeah. What should we do? Classic strawberry jam or something else?
Yeah, we could do like flavoured jams of like the flavour Dundee flavoured.
Dundee flavoured jam. What's that taste like?
Dundee. The flavours of Dundee.
Hey, laddie, this jam tastes like the air in Dundee.
It tastes like the water. Oh, I've just had a cookie handed to me. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm
warm
jealous.
cookie. You talk for a second while I eat this cookie.
I just had carrots given to me. That's the difference in our lives right now. I don't want carrots. Anyway, if you were a CIA undercover agent and you were given the task of travelling to Dundee to infiltrate the Weaver's Mill, which is a pub, as a dishwasher in order to interrogate all of the customers about their involvement with the Japanese organised crime syndicate, Yoshitomi.
What is wrong with you with these like infiltrating places?
I'm just saying.
No, anyway, carry on.
So, yeah, the Japanese organised crime syndicate, Yoshitomi, and their movement of methamphetamine between Japan, Dundee and Chicago. But of course, the only way to get there is by moonwalking to your canoe from the CIA centre, which is somewhere. I actually looked at the FBI centre. I kind of mixed the two up, which is great. So if you moonwalked to your canoe from Washington at the speed... Because moonwalking takes about 1.5 miles an hour as opposed to your normal 3 mile an hour walk.
Yeah. That's the same speed as my 3,000 men in medieval gear.
Is it? So if they were to moonwalk in their medieval gear, they'd be going at like 0.8 miles an hour or something like that.
That's a very good point, actually.
Yeah, interesting.
Something to think about there, guys.
Something to think about. And then if you canoed from the America, USA, at the speed of 3 miles an hour to Dundee, but then halfway in the Atlantic Ocean, almost drowning and having to call for help, waiting 24 hours for help in the middle of the sea, and then acquiring a submarine to take you the rest of the way at an average of 4.6 miles an hour.
Oh my God.
And finally,
Triton 3000?
It is a Triton, yes. And finally, from Dundee Harbour, moonwalking the rest of the way to the Weaver's Mill pub, doing all of this so that you blend in and go unnoticed, obviously.
Yeah.
It would take you 1,368 and a half hours, which is 57 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, so where was Moses in all of this?
Well, Moses just weren't about. I think he was helping Jesus cross the sea for no reason.
So let's just have a little recap. What happened there? There was a lot there. That was really good.
It's a little bit convoluted. So what happened there is you're an FBI agent. No, you're not. You're a CIA agent working in the FBI headquarters for some reason. And you're given a task to go to this pub in Dundee and interrogate everyone about their involvement in a Japanese crime syndicate, Yoshitomi. But you have to get there with canoe, moonwalking to your canoe, canoeing to Dundee, but halfway drowning almost, and then getting a submarine, and then submarining to Dundee, and then moonwalking from Dundee Harbour to the pub. That's how long it will take you.
That's exactly what I thought you said, yeah.
Yeah.
I remembered that all correctly. Wow. Oh my God. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, just yeah.
I think
that's all you need to know.
I think I might change this. I've sort of put like the main category of this podcast as comedy. I might change it to just like general info.
I think so, or general knowledge.
Yeah, we're more and more becoming like the news.
Information program.
I was thinking about that yesterday actually.
Yeah,
So,
or like a survival program.
Yeah,
Not far off something like that, you know.
Shout out Bear Grylls while we're here.
Yeah, Big Bear.
Big Bear, big boy, big boy Bear.
Big Bear, Big Boy Bear.
Oh, well, that's great. That's good. I really, that's my favourite. That's actually my favourite section
So
that we just randomly created. Oh, that's good. I like that, Jamie. Very, very good.
Thank you very much.
Shall we move on to...
Let's move on to Fact
or Fiction. Yes. I hope everyone liked our singing last week for Fact or Fiction.
same. Yeah, I thought it was sick.
I'm slightly concerned that you have probably, you've probably seen all of the ones I'm going to do, but they were just so easy to find. Dundee was fantastic. We could do 2 episodes on Dundee.
We could, yeah.
Shout out Dundee.
Shout out Dundee. Very interesting place.
Yeah, very weird as well, which was what we like. We like weird, so...
Okay, I'll kick it off. Right. Fact number 1. An Italian caravel ship, a ship that was most commonly used by the Portuguese in the 1700s.
Of course.
Captained by Italian merchant marine captain and soldier of the Risorgimento, Giuseppe Garibaldi, and fascist naval commander, what's his name? Prince Junio Valiero Scipione Borghese.
Oh, wow, Jamie.
Carrying crates of strawberries, encountered a Portuguese ship in the North Sea, not far from the coast of Dundee. They encountered a Portuguese ship, captained by Portuguese explorer Pedro Alvares Cabral.
Oh, my God.
They fought one another, and the Portuguese came out on top due to the stronger oak of the ship and more advanced swivel guns. The wreckage of the Italian ship floated to the shores of Dundee, where it was intercepted by a local farmer, who then decided to preserve the strawberries to feed his ducks with, and that's where the jam came from. The famous Dundonian jam.
Oh my God. If you made this up, like, that must have taken some real thought there, sir. Right, okay, so... Here's what I'm going at. For some reason, you talking about the oak wood in the boat, it makes me think that this is you coming up with this, because, I don't know, that's just sort of a weird detail you'd think of.
I don't know. I mean, if a ship has like a stronger oak, then it's probably more likely to survive, isn't it?
And salty strawberry jam.
Salty? I never said salty.
They've been in the sea.
No, but it's preserved. It's still like in jars and stuff. It's not going to...
But they've got strawberries in jars, so they'd already made jam.
No.
That's what I mean. This is fiction.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Okay, it is fiction, yes.
Yay!
Jam was in fact invented by the Greek.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ages ago.
Let's give the country of Greece a shout out as well. So
Big
shout out to Greece. Oh yeah, I just don't. The oak wood that on the boat that it has stronger oak. You wouldn't really find that in a Wikipedia. I love that. That was great. Very good, Jamie. Very good.
I did lots of research for that one.
Bless you.
I found out that most ships were made from oak. In those days, and all the people that I said were like naval commanders for their countries. So that's interesting, isn't it?
That's good. No, very good, Jamie. Very good.
Yeah. Number 2. A Spanish ship was carrying a cargo load of oranges. The ship was damaged in a storm. The oranges were retrieved by the locals, and some were sold onto a bloke whose wife turned them into preserve to make marmalade.
What? You just got the same thing. What? It's practically the same story. So, can I have a repeat one more time for me?
A Spanish ship was carrying a cargo load of oranges. The ship was damaged in a storm, and the oranges were retrieved by the locals, and some were sold onto a bloke whose wife turned them into preserve to make marmalade.
A bloke. I wonder if there's any Scottish slang for a bloke. Just like they've got some great slang up there.
Bloke.
What is up with the Spanish around the Dundee coast? Like, what are they doing up there?
This is the first mention of the Spanish.
Wasn't the Spanish in the last story?
No, that's Portugal and Italy.
Yeah, well, what are they all doing around Dundee, eh?
They're all up there messing about.
My brain says fiction, but your last one was fiction, so I'm going to say fact.
Oh, good thinking. That is true. That is a fact. And that's where the famous Scottish marmalade came from.
Oh, right.
It's not where marmalade came from, because that was also Greek, but this one is particular to Dundee, and it's quite famous for it.
Ah, see, that makes more sense, because these oranges are not getting salty, my friend.
Yeah.
They're washing up fine and dandy. Because you know when you get an orange, do you do this where you like roll it about a bit before you open it?
No.
What?
I might throw it in the air and catch it. But...
Is this a Gillingham thing? You like roll the orange to get all the white bit off. What's that called?
What? You roll it to get like the... Oh,
yeah, because I did this the other day and Caitlin was like, what are you doing?
Oh, what, so you unskin it?
No,
you take the skin off and then you roll it. With
the skin on, the peel on, you roll it in your hand for like, I was doing it for like 5 minutes. That's a bit excessive, but, and then Caitlin was like, why are you rolling that orange? Just eat it. And I was like, I'm rolling it before you eat it. That's what you do. And she was like, what? So I would like to know if anybody else does this.
That's very strange.
It removes that white stuff on the inside. That's definitely got a name as well.
I'll give it a go, because I always take my time peeling off that white stuff.
Shout out that white stuff on an orange.
Shout out the white stuff. So well done. But also, it's weird, because I looked this up and everyone was like, yeah, this is the story. And then on Wikipedia it said, this has been proven wrong by historians. So maybe it's not true, but you can have the fact because it was a story.
I like how probably a lot of stuff we've heard like growing up, just like stories, are just not true. Someone's basically just done what we've done here. They probably had a podcast through a cave. And I don't know,
through a cave.
Don't know where I was getting at there, but yeah. Anyway, your next one.
Next one, number 3. My third and final fact or fiction. In Dundee shopping centre, there is a potato vending machine.
Not Ireland.
Not Ireland. Dundee.
There is a potato vending machine. Ooh.
So imagine a vending machine, like lots of lovely snacks in it, like a crunchy and a dairy milk. But instead of them, they are potatoes.
So have you got like your russets, your babies, your Maris Pipers? That's what they're called.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Your sweet potatoes, your
sweet potatoes,
baked potatoes. They're all there.
Wow, they're all there.
Dundonian potatoes.
They're all there as a gang, like they're in the vending machine. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My heart is taking over from my head here because my heart wants this to be true.
Right.
But it's not true, but it is true. Fact.
So you're going for fact?
Yeah.
It is true.
Yes!
It is a fact. Dundee shopping centre has a potato vending machine. And it also sells eggs, onions, carrots and Swedes.
What? Is there any context behind that? Why that exists?
I don't think so. I couldn't find anything else on it, but that does exist.
I guess there's no context that needs to be given. They're just selling potatoes.
Is. Exactly. And I also found that there's sausage vending machines in Germany.
Yeah, I think I've already...
So that's quite nice.
Have I already mentioned that? I feel like I've already mentioned that in the podcast before.
Have you?
That was one of my quick weirds.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Mad. Absolutely mad.
Crazy. Full circle, eh?
Yeah, full. You see, you did quite well there. You got 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I feel like
you got 3 out of 3.
3 out of 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even correct you.
Well done, mate. I thought I was getting you with all the ship palaver.
Thank you. Don't worry, you'll get all of mine as well because I think you've seen them all. I was a bit lazy this week because like Dundee was so good. I could just the first thing I clicked on
do anything.
Just, like, had everything.
Great. Yeah.
So I've actually got 4 because I know you're going to get all of them. But okay, now my number 1. A psychic school bus driver in Dundee was fired after he sensed something bad was going to happen that day, so he didn't come into work.
That sounds true. That doesn't sound too crazy. I think that's true. Yeah, that's a fact.
Is that your final answer, Jamie Wilkinson?
No, fiction.
So, Jamie Wilkinson, the Wilkie son, that is a fact.
Damn, I changed my mind.
Shouldn't have done it. He defended his actions by saying, it's better to be safe than sorry. He just had a bad feeling, so he's like, no, I'm not going into work today.
Hey, to be fair to him, he's not wrong. You know,
I mean, yeah.
There's been stories where people have gone, I think something bad's going to happen today, and something bad happens.
There you go.
But then that could happen to anyone. You could say that every morning, and then something bad can happen. You can be like, I knew it.
I'm not saying I agree with this point, but someone made a very funny point in the comments of if he knew something bad was going to happen, why didn't he try and avoid it?
That's a shout, yeah, rather than another bus driver coming and the bad thing happening.
Yeah, and he got fired. Okay, my number 2. A Dundee couple adopted 2 seagulls that they named Gary and Chantel, despite their landlord's no pet rule.
Say that again?
A Dundee couple adopted 2 seagulls named Gary and Chantel, despite their landlord's no pet rule.
The names Gary and Chantel are something you would make up. But the story is true, for sure.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Yeah. Because I've seen it.
Oh, damn it. But you haven't yet, wasn't part of your fact or fiction, just to clear up the rules to everyone.
It wasn't, yeah, so I'm not buying you anything.
If anybody missed the rules that didn't hear the early podcasts, if we both find the same fact, one of us has to buy the other one a gift for next week that costs £5.
Indeed.
So, for example, if Jamie had gone first and had said that fact, he would have had to buy me a... I don't know. I bought Jamie leek flakes a few weeks back. So
yeah, exactly. I'll get you carrot sticks or something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, is that your final answer, Jamie?
Yeah, it is fact.
Dum 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 dum.
Even though I've seen it. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, no, it's fact. I forgot about that bit.
Yay!
Okay. So number 3.
Ooh.
A heavy goods removal company was shocked when they were asked for a quote by the newly opened V&A Museum in Dundee to dip a grand piano in a giant vat of white chocolate for an upcoming art piece called Music That's Sweet.
Wow, that sounds lovely. I mean, what they should have done is just make a piano out of white chocolate instead of dipping an expensive piano in white chocolate.
Well, would a piano, I guess a piano made of white chocolate, sort of falls into the same problems that the Lego house that I got annoyed with a few weeks back would have done, that it's probably not structurally sound.
Yeah, but I've seen things made of chocolate, but it's not like proper chocolate. It's like chocolate mixed with something so it doesn't melt, you know.
Like Chocky Wocky Doodah here in Brighton, R.I.P.
Much like Chocky Wocky Doodah. I think true. I think that's a fact.
Okay, is that your final answer?
It's my final answer, baby.
The Wilkie son, that is complete fiction!
Oh, no.
I made that one up. I saw that I think Dundee has a V&A museum. It looks really, really nice building.
That's very believable.
I just stumbled across an advert for a removal company and sort of sparked the idea.
Mate, fantastic. That was good. That fooled the hell out of me.
I was going to go more details about the piano and music that's sweet. I was going to get really crazy, but I was trying to keep it quite plain and simple so you believe it, and I got you.
And I did. And I wasn't expecting to have 2 fictions in your 4 factual fictions.
Yeah, so. There you go. Well, my number 4, here we go.
Okay.
Dundee Nightclub sends tweet out trying to find the punter that left behind a packet of 1,150 bags of PG Tips tea in the club.
Who's taking tea to a club? Maybe to sell it as weed or something. You
have to be pretty drunk.
Yeah. Fact. That happened. Definitely. Yeah.
You reckon?
Knowing Dundonians and their tea.
Dundee-donians, you mean?
Dundee-donians.
Watch
out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer. I'm ready.
Okay.
Give it to me.
This is fact.
Yes!
Yeah, that's the most Dundee thing ever. I
That
feel like.
is,
I've
yeah,
not been there,
almost.
but I just want to quickly read out some of the other articles. Oh, I've been handed another cookie. This is the greatest day ever.
Oh,
Thank
what,
you.
man?
Thanks,
That's well out.
I want to read out all of BuzzFeed did an article. I want to read out all of them because they're all good. They're all good.
Yeah.
So, a cash converters in Dundee decided to flog a false leg, a prosthetic leg for 60 quid.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
An Evening Telegraph in Dundee wrote the headline "Dog Stoned on Magic Mushies." I like that they've abbreviated that.
Mushy.
A Dundee local was puzzled after his car was parked in a street, and the next day he came out and it was covered in slices of bread.
Wow.
15 loaves of bread it took to cover that.
Oh, I saw that picture. I saw that picture of all the bread over a car.
Yeah,
How
it's
annoying
good.
is that?
This one's quite good. Clearly, the hospital in Dundee has not heard of preventative health after they were told that they should stop selling their fry-up pie, which was a pie crammed with bacon, sausage, black pudding, beans, with an egg on top, and it was sold for only £1.50. That's the most Dundee thing ever.
That's amazing. that sounds so tasty.
It sounds so good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
But I'm not sure it's the best thing in a hospital.
Probably not.
And I'll choose one more, maybe. There was some good ones. Oh, here we go. There was a headline in the Courier that said, "Major blowjob falls for Dundee." Major blowjobs for... No, I've read it wrong. Major blowjobs for Dundee, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's brilliant. I thought it was like a soldier, a major blow job.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, either the person that wrote that was a bit silly, or they're a genius.
Well, absolute genius.
So Dundee was so easy. Easiest week so far by a mile.
So many good stories. So many good stories.
Thank you for that, Dundee. Okay, I've remembered what bit's next.
It's the largest car park.
This is the largest car park.
Oh god,
James is dying.
Oh, that was really bad idea. Oh god.
James Robert Gillian.
The Wilkie son.
The largest car park. Actually, before I talk about the largest car park, your prize today.
Oh. Oh.
I found this lovely, lovely prize. It's 18-karat gold version of the popular family board game Monopoly.
I thought you were going to say the Game of Life. My
Not
favourite.
the Game of Life, no. This is Monopoly. 18-karat gold version. The dice alone are worth 10 grand. And the whole game costs roughly about 2 milli.
2 milli. Two little milli.
2 little millies. That's
So,
your prize if you get this bang on.
Shout out again to our sponsor that made this possible, sweetbeer.com.
Shout out Sweet Beer.
And they're Sweet Beers, or was it Sweet Beer? I can't remember. But they've given us £400,000 anyway, and they made this possible to buy not even half the game.
Not even half the game, exactly. But, you know, that's all right. Maybe I'll buy you a third of the game, but I don't think you're going to get it right anyway, so don't you worry. James Robert Gillian. Kingsway West Retail Park is the largest car park in Dundee.
Dundee!
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 This is a car park in a large retail park with shops such as Carpetright, DFS,
Oh no.
Homebase, Tesco's, and Halfords.
Oh my god!
There are over 20 shops. This is a very large car park.
Oh, okay. So, this is actually, this is a big factor on my guess. This next question I'm going to
Yes.
give you. is the DFS sale still on?
The DFS sale never ends.
That is true. Okay. I've had a call in. I've had a friend from across the room has just told me an answer that she thinks. Okay, I'm gonna say. Oh, this is so hard. I'm gonna say this is bigger than Crawley. So don't tell me if it is or not, because I want to win the Monopoly, but I want to do it, myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this car park has got. Is it multi-story?
I was unable to see whether it was multi-story, but
Parkopedia, come on.
but it was very large.
Okay. 1,400 spaces.
Incorrect.
Ah! What was it then?
It was 1,200. So you were close. You were so close.
If I'd have gone with Caitlin's guess, she's come up to me and on a book right next to me, she's written 1,200.
Really?
I'm not kidding. I'll show you on the camera right now. Caitlin, you are the winner of a gold Monopoly board worth how many millions?
It was worth 2 million.
2 milli.
You know what? I think Caitlin cheated, but I can't prove it. But I think she cheated.
Oh, I don't think she did. Oh, she said she honestly didn't.
Oh, well played, Caitlin. Well
Shout
played.
out, Caitlin. Guest
Shout
from last
out.
week. If you didn't hear that one.
Thank God I didn't ask this one last week.
Oh God, I was being like stubborn and going for my own guess because she presented me this guess and I was like, no, I'm gonna go for my own.
I think Caitlin should permanently replace you
On the podcast. Yeah, you're permanently replacing me now. Oh God. Okay. Well, thank you, largest car park.
Well, yeah, well done, Caitlin, and not well done, James Gillingham. Time for Facebook sales.
Okay. I'm going to go first in Facebook sales because I feel like it. Is that all right? I don't care.
I don't care either. Crack on.
All right, okay. So I'm really happy with my first Facebook sales. We're back
Lovely.
to Facebook sales. We had a little break from it. I'm happy with this one. I'm going to send you the link. Actually, no, I'm going to send you a picture because I'm organised. Would you believe that?
Yes, I wouldn't believe it.
You would never believe that. If I told you
no.
I'm organised, you'd say no.
James Gillingham, organised.
Organised? I don't believe it.
Don't make me laugh, laddie.
I'm going to send you a picture of the mascot as well for the team.
Sick.
Okay, so my first Facebook sales is is it Sega? Let me find the picture. It is one of those car arcade games that you find in sort of like a bowling rink or something like that. Future James here. Just thought it was funny. I said bowling rink. We all love a bowling rink, don't we? Back to the podcast. And the brand is a Sega Rally, and it's a double. It's a double. It's both of them. It's both sides. You know, there's always two, so you can race with a friend. It's a Sega Rally arcade game. Who doesn't want one of these? This is awesome.
Oh man, it won't load. Come on.
I'd replace my kitchen with this. You don't need a kitchen. You need one of these. It's so good.
Mate, I know what you're on about, but it won't let me see the picture, which is
even
great.
better. Well, I'd just like to say that for all the audio listeners, there is a lot of wire sticking out of the seat, so I'm not really sure it's safe.
No, yeah, it's probably in a bad condition.
But
here
either
we
way,
are.
Either way, how much is the Sega
That
Rally?
is sick.
I know.
Sick.
I know. And when it's not in a bowling alley or like that sort of place, it makes you realise how big they are. That would probably take up, I'd say, most of your living room. They're massive.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they are sick, but I reckon they're quite expensive. Well, yeah, apart from the seats, but I don't think that's taken much of the value away from them.
You don't need to sit down on this.
No, stand and do it easy. Oh man, I reckon they're about, for both of them. Is that what it is? I take it's for both because they're connected.
Oh yeah, they don't separate. They don't separate. Sunshine.
I reckon 15 grand.
15 grand. Is that your final answer?
No, 8 grand.
Oh, I liked 15 grand. Okay, Jamie, the Wilkie son. The answer is £350. You're way wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
That's a steal for that. Maybe it doesn't work properly.
Yeah, well, that's what they said. They're not sure. They're not sure about it.
Right.
I'll read out what they've said about it. No, it didn't load. But basically, I remember that they said it didn't. Oh, here we go. Sega Rally, been stored for years, unsure of working order, collection only. I'm not surprised it's collection only. They might have to call the people that moved the piano and put it in chocolate, because they might move this for you.
Yeah, they might have to call the people that moved the Statue of Liberty from Paris to New York.
Yeah,
to sort that out.
Definitely, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
you're wrong.
Sick. That's a great find.
You're wrong. Yeah, thank you. I was well happy with that.
Yeah.
I think we should take it in turns this week. You do one.
Great idea. Right, so I found this absolute beauty of a bed. This is a Thomas the Tank Engine bed.
Oh,
and it is sick. It's like, the race car bed from The Simpsons, but it's Thomas the Tank Engine. I've sent it to you now.
You said that as if it was like everyone had that bed.
Oh, I always wanted that bed, but I never had that bed.
Oh, wow, this is great.
Can you see it?
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. And again, if anybody hasn't heard previous episodes, Jamie started this fantastic thing on Instagram just called No Context Photos, and he just uploads all the photos from the pod.
Yeah. Exactly.
So head over to the Jam About Town Insta, and you can see these photos we're looking at.
No context jammies.
Yeah, no context jammies. You can play along with us. How exciting!
Yeah, how exciting is that?
I'm going to guess that this bed, it's in fantastic condition, I must say.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 90 quid.
Okay, it includes the mattress, which is a bit grim.
Oh.
But let me just add that in. Does that change your answer at all?
No.
That's not a bad guess. This bed is worth £50.
Oh.
Which I think is a bit of a steal. If you had a kid and you wouldn't want the mattress either.
Hang on, you don't need a kid. You just need a bed.
You just need an imagination.
An imagination.
There.
Yeah, I mean, I might paint our bed like this.
Oh, do it, man. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I really think it would.
I'd love that.
Their bedroom is so much cleaner than mine was because I just made such a mess as a child. That's
Same.
very, very good. Very good.
Your number two, please.
Nice. Okay, my number two is a shed.
A shed.
Just straight up a shed.
Already built shed.
Yeah, it's already built. It's very old, and it's already in someone's garden. And there's no talk of them moving it.
Okay.
It's literally they've just put a shed up online. I am sending it to you now, and it's quite for the audio listeners. It's quite a grim shed, really.
Oh, is it quite old?
It's really old, really tatty, and I have no idea if you could even pick that up, or you'd have to take it apart, and I don't think it would go back together again because it's got like a white door with a black mark on it which could be a burn. It's completely flaking away. It has got
That is definitely a burn. That's a big burn on the door.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's buying that and how you're even getting that to your place, and then whether it would even go back together again. But how much is this shed, Jamie Wilkinson?
What about the floor as well? Is it how is it on the ground?
That's a good point, actually. Does it?
Surely the floor is connected somehow.
I want to know if the small skateboard, penny board next to the shed comes with it. Is in the price.
I'm going to say this is about £120 for the shed.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer, yeah.
This shed is free.
It's free?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, maybe that makes it a bit more appealing. If you really needed a shed, you could do it up. You could repaint it.
I mean, still no for me.
Yeah, I still wouldn't do it because that's like taking down a shed and then re-putting it up. You don't know what you're doing.
I'm saying that is not going back together. Look, I think there's a bit of wood in the glass as well, where a bit of glass has been smashed.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Just get a shed.
Although it's got a lovely corrugated roof.
Yeah. I'm not sure if my dad still sells sheds, but he did once upon a time. So head over to
For a living?
MJ Gillingham Timber Limited.com and buy a shed from my dad.
I'm going to get on there right now.
The sponsor of this week's episode, my dad.
Sick idea.
I don't think he still
good
sells sheds, but he used to.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, did
Okay,
he?
you're number 2 for me.
Right, now number 2 isn't strictly Dundee, nor is it strictly Facebook. But that's what I'm going to say.
So, is this strictly a podcast or what?
This is Strictly Come Dancing. Now this is... I couldn't not do this one. Okay. This one is labelled Napoleon's mummified penis.
Oh my God, you're such a wild card in this section, Jamie.
I'm sending it to you now. So this is a life-size... This is a life-size... Don't worry. Life-size replica.
Oh, fuck, that is disgusting.
In a wooden box.
I don't know if we can post that on Instagram.
Nah, we totally can. It's not obvious. It's just like a poo more than anything. This is fantastic. And in the description, it says, this Todger has a terrific leathery finish.
Are you asking what it is, Caitlin? It's a replica of Napoleon's willy. So, say that again, sorry.
Yeah, it's Napoleon's mummified penis replica. Life-sized.
Life-size. And what was the description again?
The Todger has a terrific leathery finish.
Oh! Oh, my...
How lovely is that?
Wow. Oh, well, either way, I want to know how it's made, but...
I don't know.
I don't know if I do, actually. Well, no, it's a replica. It's a replica. I'm going to say this is probably quite sought after.
Weirdly.
Great find. Really good find.
Thank you.
So, I think... I might just go crazy on this. I think this is £200.
Oof. It's actually £30, James.
Whoa, bargain!
Absolute bargain. And it's buy it now on eBay. A highly detailed handmade replica of the Todger of the man of one of the most infamous men in history. There you are.
Oh, I mean, yes, wow.
The photo speaks 1,000 words about this
yeah.
unique handmade item. I'm sure someone out there will have the doodahs to buy this.
Wow.
He's called the Flesh Crafter.
Oh!
Crafter with a K as well. I am a... Oh, this is brilliant. I am a professional artist with serious work in museums all over the world. I just hope they don't find out who I am.
If you're listening...
If you're listening, mate, send us a free replica and we'll shout you out.
No, that'd be so funny. If that was our first free thing we got sent, it was a replica Willy. Replica. Oh my goodness, what was he called again?
He's called the Flesh Crafter.
Shout out the Flesh Crafter. Shout out to you. Oh my word, Jamie. Mine's just so uninteresting after that.
Yeah.
That was so good.
This
Very
item
good.
is being sold direct by the artist, and any attempt to reproduce it will be met with aggressive legal action.
Wow, the Flesh Crafter's not messing about. So don't. If you think you want to, try your hand at Napoleon's Willy.
And he's been doing eBay since the turn of the new millennium as well. So,
oh my God, sound like a right character. We should have him on the podcast.
That'd be sick. I will email him. I'll see what he's saying.
Oh my God, that'd be crazy. Yes.
There you go. Brilliant.
Thanks, Jamie. Thanks so much for that.
No worries.
Maybe don't look at that one. No, do look at it. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's funny.
You're going to want to see that. Okay, my number 3 is not interesting, but I just thought I'd go into the world of houses.
Okay.
Jamie, would you like to disclose how much your flat, you don't have to, but how much your flat is a month down here in Brighton?
It's £1,000 a month between the two of us.
Yep, and mine is, how much is mine? Mine is £795 a month, and it's nowhere near as nice as Jamie's. But
You got a nice flat.
How much is a 3-bed semi-detached house for rent in Dundee? I'll send
up
you
there,
a little
in
picky.
Dundee.
Have a look at the picture I've sent you. It said semi-detached house with a really long drive, front garden, very large bush in the front.
It needs some doing up.
Yeah, it's not the most modern and beautiful house in the world, but my God, it's a 3-bed house.
And is it rent?
Rent, yeah.
Okay, so you'd want to buy something like this, really, and then do it up. But renting it, I reckon this is £650 a month.
Okay, so Jamie's flat at the moment is a 1-bed flat, and it is quite a bit taller than this.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller than that, yeah.
Jamie Wilkinson, you are correct. Pretty much.
Wow.
It is, how much did you say?
$650.
$675 a month.
Whoa! Oh my God, that is sick. And it's not like a student house where there's like 3 or 4 different. Wow.
Definitely not a student house. It looks like been occupied.
That's an adult house.
Yeah, it's an adult house. So the next week, the podcast will be coming to you from Dundee.
Yeah, for sure.
Because knowing Jamie, he loves a bargain.
I love a bargain. In fact, if we move up there, us 4, we'll be paying hardly anything.
That's it.
We'll be paying 100 and something quid each.
That's it. I mean, I think I could do music up there. Just music.
Same. Yeah.
Wouldn't have to work in Narux.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to work in Gnarux ever again.
Gnarux. Okay,
Gnarux.
Have you got a third one?
I have a third one. This is a lovely, lovely find. This isn't just any old piece of toast. This is granary bread piece of toast.
You doing an M&S advert right now?
This is a granary bread piece of toast. Singular piece of toast.
Can you read this out as in the advert voice?
I can, yeah. This isn't just any piece of toast. This is a lovely granary bread piece of toast. I'll put music behind that as well. That'd be nice.
No, you like that granary. Wake up to in the morning.
Piece of toast. Just singular piece of toast. You don't need a full loaf. This is a single piece of toast.
Known in the world, worldwide in the bread community as a single.
This is a single.
The all new single from Warburton's.
Oh, go on. How much do you reckon this is? This is actually a bargain.
Send it to me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, still on the penis.
Still on the penis.
I don't understand. What? They're selling... Is this on Facebook?
This is eBay again.
And is this in Dundee?
Yeah. Go on then.
Yeah. It's just a single bit of bread. I'm going to say this single bit of bread...
No. Toast.
Toast. Oh, it's already toasted.
It's
when you get it,
toasted.
it's already toasted. Yeah. I mean, once you've gone toast, you can't come back.
I mean, I would like to think that it's warm when you get it, but it looks like it's toasted at the time the picture was taken, which is going to be many days before you actually get the toast.
I'm going to say that when you toast bread, I'm going to say it stays warm for about 45 seconds.
Yeah, about that.
Real warmth. So
if you want that butter to melt, you've got to get it on there quickly.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this is... I mean, it's got to be sort of like 11p.
Ooh, you're close. It's 1p.
1p.
Just
What's the point? What is the point?
Well, no, the point is, how many slices of bread in a loaf of bread?
A very good question, actually.
Do you reckon
and
like
it
15?
depends on your loaf.
Use
your loaf right now, all of you listening. Think about it.
I think it's 13 to 15.
Yeah, I was going to say 12.
Yeah, quite similar to how many steps are in your average house.
Yeah.
There's about like every house that I've ever counted the steps in, there's been 13 steps.
You know what? Whenever I go to look at a new house, I take a loaf of bread with me.
Do you?
And I just make sure that because I feel like it's the one. Because if you turn up at the house and it's got the same amount of steps that you have in your loaf that you're holding in your hands, it's the right house for you.
Exactly. Do you reckon most loaves of bread have the same amount of slices? All your branded loaves of bread, all your Hovises and your Warburtons,
all your brandies.
Yeah. Not
if you want
freshly cut ones.
not a sponsor, don't worry, Sweet Beers. Yeah, I reckon they've probably got a universal number. Although maybe I don't know, maybe Hovis are like, let's push the boat out here and put 13 instead of 12. But then that's unlucky,
Maybe.
so we've got to go to 14. Who
Yeah,
knows?
they'd have to, wouldn't they? Let me Google it. How many slices?
While you Google that,
a loaf?
I'm choking and dying after I did that scream, and I need a wee.
Oh my god! Most supermarket loaves of bread contain 18 slices.
Oh my god!
Some loaves will have 20.
What? Oh!
This is
Whoa!
on a sandwich calculator.
This is unbelievable.
Sandwich calculator. How many adults? How many kids? What? Oh, right. When making lunch or a big picnic, how many slices of bread and how many loaves will you need? There we go. Perfect. Right, so whilst we had a little break, I found out, using the sandwich calculator,
All right.
which is also called the Thrifty Parent Sandwich Calculator. Actually, it's thrifty, but that doesn't make any sense. The largest family
This is the largest.
in Paktwang in India, where father Ziona Khanna has 94 children by 39 different wives, lives in a 100-room, 4-storey home with 14 daughters-in-law and 33 grandchildren. If he went out on a picnic with everyone, he would need 358 slices of bread.
Oh my god!
And that's 20 loaves of bread.
Oh my! How many kids have they got? I really like this section, by the way. This maybe should be a section.
Maybe it should be.
Yeah,
How many
guess
loaves of bread?
Guess the sandwich size. Sorry, not the sandwich size. How many loaves of bread? How many people in the family?
There's 146 adults and 33 kids.
Oh my word! So
How
like
mad is that?
in the Rona times, are they even self-isolating? If imagine if they're all in one house.
Oh god, that's a breeding ground for Rona, isn't it? Jesus,
My
I think they are.
word.
It said he lives in a 100-room, 4-storey home.
Oh my god!
So, but that's still less than one. No, more than one person a room. Plenty more. It's like 1.4 people a room or something like that.
What on earth? That's mad.
Mental.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you for your sandwich calculations. I really enjoyed that.
No worries, mate. All good. Anyway, anyhow, on to Quick Weird section, I think.
Quick weirds. Okay, how many have you got?
I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5?
I've got 5.
5. Lovely. I wonder if we have one of the same ones. Maybe. Okay. I'll start us off.
Okay.
Drunk man steals car and realises he doesn't know how to drive a car.
This seagull turned bright orange when it went for a dip in a vat of curry.
Party guest snorted my mother's ashes from the urn, says host.
Lidl is recalling bags of peanuts because the packets didn't say they contain nuts.
4 men dress up as a bus to cross vehicle-only bridge.
Alleged thieves wore watermelons over heads at grocery store.
I had that one. That was my next one.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, I'll do my next one. World chess president claims he was abducted by space aliens and they invented chess.
Rapper attempting to freestyle for more than 33 consecutive hours.
I'm out now.
Iowa man receives postcard mailed 33 years earlier.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what was your first one?
The first one was drunk man steals car and realises he doesn't know how to drive a car. Or there's the party guest snorted my mother's ashes from the urn. Which
I saw that one as well. We must have gone on the same website.
must have, yeah.
I'd like to know about that one, yeah. The
snorting ashes. Let me go on the Metro, because it's always the Metro. Right. Oh, this one actually was in Dundee as well.
Oh, yeah, so was one of mine, actually.
Really? Wow. That's good. Everything happens in Dundee.
I think this was... Oh, no, this one was Wales, but one of mine was Dundee.
That's mad. So, a woman, Jacqui, I think her name is, scattered some of her mother's ashes at her favourite spot, I guess in her house, in an urn. But she's now devastated and appalled after a friend told her that someone had snorted the ashes of her mother during a party at her home in Dundee.
My goodness.
Yeah, how crazy is that? My friend witnessed the whole thing and decided I should be told. Yeah, no shit.
What? Oh, my God. No. Why? Oh, just... I mean...
That's so crazy.
For anyone in the situation, that's not funny.
That's crazy,
not funny.
isn't it? She went to confront the woman after her friend told her, but the woman in question, who she suspects was drunk, had left.
Dum, dum, dum.
The friend was shocked and disgusted. Who wouldn't be?
Fantastic investigative work there.
I know. It's just...
she's gone.
We had all been drinking and she just seemed to think it was fun and showing off. It's worse than jumping on someone's grave. Yes, it certainly is.
You're snorting the grave. Oh my! What does that do to your insides as well? Like,
oh my God, Jesus! You turn into a mummy or
the
something.
smell as well. All right, moving on. What more do you want to know about mine? What of mine do you want to know?
The seagull in the curry.
Oh yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd choose that one. I've actually had that one already up.
Yes.
Okay, so this seagull turned bright orange when it went for a dip in a vat of curry. A bird in Wales genuinely fell into a container of the food on Monday. He was trying to scavenge meat from a food factory bin.
Oh.
Luckily, he was rescued by workers at the site and picked up by a volunteer. I can't believe this.
Bless it.
We're going to have to put this picture on the Instagram, but bless him. He's just being a good little bird.
Yeah.
And he is bright orange.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
I think he's all right, though, which is good news.
I'm glad about that. I'm glad that he didn't become part of the curry.
Oh, God. Here he is. He's coming your way. He's flying your way. I mean, wow.
Man.
They managed to get him back to his original white colour. However, they haven't been able to wash away the smell of curry.
That seagull's probably so confused. He's probably like, there's food everywhere, but I don't know where it is.
Oh, my God. The thing that shocked us all the most was the smell. He smelled amazing. He really smelled good. And they used washing up.
Smelled great. Yeah.
They used washing up liquid to clean him.
Oh, fair. I mean, what else would you use, I suppose? Soap.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah. So that is our final part of the podcast, and thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
That's our ending section. You got anything more to say?
I don't think I do. Just remember to send us your poo stories, your poo and wee stories.
Please do.
I can't wait to read them. I think they're going to be great.
I didn't say mine for nothing, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, we put something on the line to get something back, and we want disgusting stories. I have a couple.
Yeah, we do. We want those from you, and just thank you for listening as well. Like we're sort of getting into the swing of this now, aren't we? And just wanted to say thank you very much for listening, and if you're enjoying them, thanks, because we chat a lot of rubbish. And,
we really do.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, and we've had quite a few downloads and listens.
We have, yeah.
I'm really surprised at. Surprised at.
We did genuinely just start this for fun. So, I mean, it's not exactly got thousands of listeners, but thank you for anyone that's listening. We're happy with 5. Honestly, we are.
It's got more downloads than my band, so.
And mine, and my band. It's actually got more. It's got more monthly listeners on Spotify than my band as well. So. Let's shout out our bands while we're here. I don't think we've ever done that. So Jamie is in a very, genuinely a really, really damn cool band called Blue Eyed Giants. Blue Eyed Giants, that is.
Giants,
and the singer of Jamie's band is singing on the largest car park.
Indeed.
And they're really, really, really cool band.
Yeah.
So check them out.
We have a single coming out on the 6th of June. I hope I got that date right. So keep an eye out for that as well. And James, little Jamesy here, is in a sick band called Rare Devices. They're sick, aren't they, James?
Oh, thanks. I mean, it's a bit strange to say your own band's sick, but why
they're
not?
sick.
Yeah. And
The lead singer's a big fan of the podcast, I believe.
Oh, he is. He's loving it. I'm not sure if Sam, the bass player's heard it. I think he has. I accidentally uploaded loads of podcast stuff to the band Gmail, like the band Gmail thing, and there was loads of stuff about Cobham on there, and they were wondering what was going on yesterday.
Confused.
But we've also got we did in lockdown. We did a video every week for 4 weeks, which I edited, which was long 4 weeks, but it was good. And we did like two acoustic covers and 2 acoustic originals, and we are selling, giving away / selling them on Bandcamp at the moment. This we put them together as a collective sort of acoustic EP. Yeah, and it's pay what you want on Bandcamp. So head over there.
And it sounds great as well. It's really it's unique and it's a lovely listen, no matter who you are.
And I can't stress how good Jamie's band is as well. They're genuinely one of my favourite bands, and but yeah, you should listen to them.
We're just straight bum licking each other right now.
That's it, yeah. No, but they're quite different bands as well, so yeah.
They are, yeah. But yeah, well, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you for listening.
And we'll see you next time on episode 8, wherever that will be. Who knows?
And this was our first, episode out of England.
Exactly, yeah. So
can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
The journey was long, but it was worth it. Thank you so much, Dundee.
Thank you so much. We hope to venture outside of Britain next time.
We're getting pretty spicy here.
We are. So, anyway, now we're just rambling.
Yeah, bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, I got really impatient at the end of that. I was just like, fuck it, it's done. Shout out.